How's it going, everybody? Stop Vegeta saying what's good to all my Super Saiyan homies, here to bring you all sorts of Dragon Ball content. If you enjoy the video, please consider hitting that thumbs up, subscribing, and turning on notifications so you don't miss out on any future content. With that being said, today we're going to look at the LF Full Power Frieza and do a little equipment guide for him as usual. I personally am not going to be pulling for him. I'm just trying to cool down a little bit after the 3rd anniversary, as well as I don't necessarily think he's the savior of LOE, but I do think he's very, very good. And then in terms of powerful opponent, they're just in a weird spot right now where it's like they don't particularly do anything to kind of benefit each other. They're all just kind of like good units individually. So like, as much as I love the tag, I'm not particularly going out of my way for this guy. But I do, like I said, I do think he's very solid. So I did think it was worthwhile to do an equipment guide for him and, you know, just kind of maybe help out somebody else. So with that being said, let's hop right into it. I forgot to mention what stats we'll be focusing on. The two things we'll primarily be focusing on are blast damage and blue card damage. Those are the main things that his kit kind of focuses around. But we're also going to look at defenses as well, considering that he is a bit of a squishy boy. First up, we have the Awakened Thought I'd Let You Get Away. Now this one applies to all Frieza Force characters, and you can get this one in the EX Zenkai Frieza event that goes on. There's only one battle that it's on, but still, it's a very good equip. And easy enough to farm up, because, I mean, why would you bother? Like, you don't need to go to 4 or 5 different events to farm up one equip. You know, you can just go to the one, and that's all you need to do. So what's nice about this one is it's got the double offense, the strike and blast attack. Then it's got key recovery and blast defense. The blast defense is great for his blast armor. And then it's got the 13% to Saiyans for 30 timer counts. The thing I really like about this is his kit has the damage inflicted to Sun family, which is really, really nice against the Gohans and everything. But Saiyans, I don't want to say is a broader tag. It just feels like it's a bit more of a common tag. Like, I don't know. Sun family, yes, there's a lot, obviously, because there's Goku and there's Gohan. But, like, you know, you don't really see too many Gotens running around. And the Gohans and the Gokus that you see, they're kind of like, you see the core few running around, and that's that. Saiyans, there's just all sorts of different Saiyans, because you have fusions, you have Vegeta, you have Bardock, you have this, you have that. So it's just kind of like, it seems like a bit of a wider tag, so to have that extra passive as well as the damage to Sun family just seems like a worthwhile stat to invest in. From the same Zenkai EX Blue Frieza event, we have the Awakened Beyond the Horrors of Hell. And this one right here is very, very solid, considering that it is a Silver Awakened equip. So, you know, it should be fairly easy to get. I don't want to say a good roll on the Awakening, but, like, I don't know. You should be able to farm up some pretty good rolls of the Unawakened version, which should, I would like to say, hopefully translate to some decent rolls, but it's all just RNG, so I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. But it does have a very respectable blast attack for 20%, strike attack and strike defense, and then ultimate move damage, which of course we want to give to him considering he's got a nuclear LF. When it comes to the Legends Road events, you can get the gold coins from doing the daily battles. When you do these daily battles, you get anywhere between 400 and 500 of these gold coins that you can exchange for all sorts of different rewards, including equipments. And when you look at the Great Saiyaman, the purple one that's currently coming back around and being revamped, when going into the exchange shop, you can get this purple Transforming Warrior equip that gives double defenses, or I'm sorry, not purple Transforming Warrior, just Transforming Warrior. Gives double defenses and blast attack. And so I would say this is pretty worthwhile, despite the highest defense being, or the highest stat being blast defense. I think this is definitely great to have, considering, you know, you want to give him a little bit more tankiness. The blast armor is going to be the better defensive stat to focus on, and then having a respectable blast attack of 15% makes this, I think, a very valuable one to farm up, especially when you're getting, you know, 500 gold coins a day, and you can farm up like 50 copies of it in a day. The only reason I'm still kind of mentioning this one is because it was last season's PvP equip, so while you can't necessarily farm it right now, hopefully people should have a good amount of them lying around, and you can do some rerolls on it if you want. We've got key recovery, special move, and then either blast attack or strike attack, and I think what's really nice about this is it's 23% regardless of which one you roll. Key recovery at 12% is very, very respectable, and then 10% special move. This is everything we're looking for in terms of an offensive equip for this guy. It feels very, very, very similar to the Hurry Up and Die equip, which is one of my favorite equips in the game, and will also be mentioned on this list. Coming up next, we have Hurry Up and Die. I love this equip with every fiber of my being. But the thing about this one is, so you're getting a swap to that special move and key recovery stat for, you know, you're getting 10% to key recovery, 12% to special move, and then you're getting 20% to blast damage as opposed to the 23 you would be getting from the Dirty Fireworks equip. But when you put the two of those together, you're getting some absolutely astronomical damage output from the two of them, considering that you're getting over 20% to special move damage, over 40% to blast attack, and then over 20% to key recovery. It's just... those are insane. Those are some insane stats that just will allow Frieza to put out some absolutely nuclear damage to anybody he faces. Next up, we've got the I'll Destroy All of You equip, and this one you can get in the Lineage of Evil equipment event battle. So for this one right here, you're getting 20% to blast attack, 15% to strike defense, and then 20% to special move damage. As far as I'm aware, this is one of the highest special move damage equips in the game, period, regardless of tag or anything like that, and it applies to every Lineage character. So just that alone, I think, makes this one of the most, if not the most valuable equip for this Frieza right here, considering that you're getting a little bit of tankiness, even though it is to strike defense rather than blast defense, and then you're getting both of the offensive stats that he's looking for at an astronomical level. So I would actually argue that I don't normally like to say which equips are must-have or one is the best equip for a character, but I would very much argue that this is the best equip for this Frieza. For your Z medals, you can exchange let me try that again. For your Z medals, you can exchange for You've Really Outdone Yourselves, Haven't You? And this is a pretty solid equip considering that you're getting critical up to 12.5%, blast attack for 15%, but I think what really makes this one shine is the fact that you're getting a pure buff to strike defense per Lineage battle member, considering that you want to make him a little less squishy, and I would say that, primarily you're going to be seeing this dude run on Lineage. This is definitely solid to have. Just makes him a little bit less, or a little bit more viable in terms of sticking around, and, respectable damage output nonetheless. Another one you can get in the Great Saiyaman Exchange Shop is the Let Me Show You equip. This one is very interesting considering that it feels, once again, it feels very similar to the last one we were looking at in terms of it's got special move, blast attack, and strike defense. The special move is significantly lower at 12.5%, but the blast attack is only a little bit lower at 18%, and then having a strike defense at 18% is very, very solid. So having something like this, just making it a little more tanky, and then again, those offensive stats we're looking for, nothing to sneeze at. Another one you can get in the Lineage of Evil equipment battle is the You Will Pay. And this one is definitely fun considering that it's giving both defenses, but then it's giving a pure buff to blast attack per Frieza Force battle member. Now, I get that, two of the more viable Lineage characters are cooler, so you're not going to be getting that buff with them. But I would still argue that a lot of the times you're going to want to be running this guy alongside the other LF Frieza, the first form LF Frieza. So with that in mind, I think, it's still pretty respectable to have the pure buff. And then even just him alone getting the 6% is nice. But, to have it with, if you put him alongside the other LF Frieza, you're getting 12% purely right there. So definitely a respectable equip to have. Again, from the EX Zenkai Blue Frieza, we have the Hara-Ha equip. And this one right here is just good for tankiness. Double defense and then health. 20% to strike defense, 15% to blast defense. I kind of wish it was the other way around, but, I don't make the equips. So yeah, again, if you're just looking for the tankiness, definitely worthwhile, but I do think it's better off to invest in his damage rather than his defense. Finally, ending off our list, we have It Seems There's Still Some Rubbish Left. And this one right here, you can also get in the Zenkai EX Blue Frieza event, which is really just going to be the gold mine for most Lineage or Frieza Force units. So with that in mind, this one's pretty solid with blast attack, strike defense, and then a pure blast defense per Frieza Force battle member, and that's super appealing to me because once again, if you're running him at least alongside the other LF Frieza, you're getting some very nice defensive buffs right there, and it is on the blast defense right there. So considering that you want to, up his blast armor a little bit, this is going to be pretty solid. That's all for today, and I really hope that you guys found this one helpful as per usual, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.